If you're over 60 and following your usual morning routine, you could be unknowingly destroying your circulation and setting yourself up for stroke, falls, and dangerous blood clots. There are 5 extremely common morning habits that millions of seniors do every single day, believing they're harmless, but these seemingly innocent activities are quietly damaging your blood vessels and putting your life at risk. I'm talking about morning routines you've probably done for decades that are now working against your aging cardiovascular system. One of these habits can trigger mini strokes, another can cause dangerous blood pressure drops that lead to falls, and a third creates the perfect conditions for blood clots in your legs. Here's what's concerning. These circulation-destroying mistakes happen in the first hour after you wake up, when your cardiovascular system is most vulnerable. Your blood pressure is naturally lower. Your blood is thicker from dehydration, and your blood vessels need time to adjust to being active again. I'm not here to complicate your morning routine. I'm here to help you understand how your aging cardiovascular system works differently than it did decades ago. After 60, your blood vessels become less flexible, your heart rate regulation changes, and your body's ability to quickly adjust blood pressure decreases significantly. What seemed like normal morning activities in your 40s can now trigger dangerous cardiovascular events in your 60s and beyond. Understanding these circulation-destroying mistakes and making simple adjustments can dramatically improve your cardiovascular health. Let's examine the 5 most dangerous morning mistakes that are quietly destroying circulation in seniors, counting down from number 5. Sitting immediately after waking. The blood flow stopper. Many seniors develop the habit of waking up and immediately settling into their favorite chair to read the newspaper, watch morning news, or check their phone. This prolonged morning inactivity creates dangerous venous stagnation that puts you at serious risk for poor leg circulation and potentially life-threatening blood clots. When you remain inactive after waking, blood pools in your lower extremities instead of circulating efficiently throughout your body. This venous stagnation is particularly dangerous for seniors because aging blood vessels have reduced elasticity and your muscle tone decreases, making it harder for blood to return to your heart against gravity. Research published in the American Journal of Hypertension examined the effects of prolonged inactivity on endothelial function, the ability of your blood vessel linings to regulate blood flow. The study found that even short periods of inactivity significantly impair arterial blood flow, and this effect is magnified in older adults. When you sit immediately after waking, blood flow slows dramatically in your legs, creating stagnant pools where clots can form. Your calf muscles, which act as a second heart by pumping blood back up to your heart, remain inactive. This muscle pump mechanism is crucial for seniors because your heart alone isn't strong enough to efficiently circulate blood throughout your entire body. The risk becomes more serious if you have cardiovascular risk factors common in seniors, such as atrial fibrillation, previous blood clots, or diabetes. Morning inactivity combined with these conditions creates a perfect storm for dangerous clot formation. Prolonged sitting also reduces nitric oxide production, a crucial chemical that keeps your blood vessels flexible and healthy. Without adequate nitric oxide, your arteries become stiffer and less able to dilate when your body needs increased blood flow. Not drinking water first thing. The blood thickening trap. After 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is naturally dehydrated, but most seniors compound this problem by not drinking water immediately upon waking. This seemingly minor oversight creates dangerous changes in your blood consistency that strain your cardiovascular system. Dehydration causes your blood to become thicker and more viscous, making it much harder for your heart to pump efficiently. For seniors whose cardiovascular systems are already working harder due to age-related changes, this additional strain can trigger dangerous complications. Research published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition examined the effects of mild dehydration on blood viscosity in older adults. The study found that even mild dehydration significantly increases blood thickness, decreases plasma volume, and can worsen hypertension, a condition affecting the majority of seniors. Thick blood requires more pressure to circulate through your blood vessels, forcing your heart to work harder and increasing stress on arterial walls. This elevated pressure is especially concerning in the morning when your cardiovascular system is transitioning from sleep to daily activity demands. Dehydration also impairs circulation to your brain, muscles, and organs. Many seniors experience morning fatigue, dizziness, or mental fogginess that they attribute to aging, when the real culprit is inadequate hydration affecting oxygen and nutrient delivery throughout their body. The kidneys of older adults don't concentrate urine as efficiently as younger kidneys, meaning seniors lose more water during sleep. This makes morning rehydration even more critical for maintaining healthy circulation. Skipping breakfast or eating high sugar meals, the circulation saboteur. Your breakfast choices, or the decision to skip breakfast entirely, can dramatically impact your circulation throughout the entire day. Many seniors either skip breakfast completely or consume high-sugar breakfast foods that create dangerous blood vessel inflammation and circulation problems. When you skip breakfast, your blood glucose levels remain low, impairing oxygen delivery to your brain and muscles. Your cardiovascular system relies on steady glucose levels to maintain proper function, and prolonged low blood sugar forces your body to release stress hormones that damage blood vessels over time. A groundbreaking 2017 study published in Circulation followed thousands of participants and found that breakfast skippers had significantly higher risk of atherosclerosis, the buildup of dangerous plaques in arteries. The researchers discovered that people who regularly skipped breakfast had arterial walls that were measurably thicker and stiffer than those who ate regular morning meals. But eating the wrong breakfast can be just as damaging. High-sugar breakfast foods like pastries, sweetened cereals, or fruit juices cause rapid blood sugar spikes that trigger insulin surges. These insulin spikes create inflammation in blood vessel walls, making them less flexible and more prone to damage. When you eat a high-sugar breakfast, your blood glucose rockets upward, forcing your pancreas to release massive amounts of insulin. This insulin surge triggers inflammatory processes throughout your cardiovascular system, particularly in the delicate endothelial cells that line your blood vessels. For seniors, this inflammation is particularly damaging because aging blood vessels are already more susceptible to inflammatory damage. Repeated exposure to high insulin levels accelerates atherosclerosis development and increases blood clot risk. The blood sugar crash following a high-sugar breakfast also creates circulation problems. When blood sugar plummets, your body releases stress hormones that cause blood vessels to constrict and blood pressure to rise, putting enormous strain on your cardiovascular system. Taking a hot shower right after waking. The blood pressure bomb. A hot morning shower might feel invigorating, but for seniors, it can trigger dangerous blood pressure changes that increase the risk of falls, strokes, and cardiovascular events. Hot water causes rapid blood vessel dilation throughout your body, creating circulatory instability that's particularly hazardous when your cardiovascular system is still adjusting from sleep. When you step into a hot shower, immediately after waking, the heat causes your blood vessels to dilate suddenly and dramatically. This vasodilation reduces your blood pressure at a time when it's already naturally lower from sleep, creating a potentially dangerous situation where your brain and organs don't receive adequate blood flow. Research published in the Journal of Physiology examined the effects of sudden vasodilation on cerebral perfusion, blood flow to the brain. The study found that rapid blood vessel dilation, especially in the morning, can significantly reduce blood flow to critical brain regions, increasing the risk of dizziness, falls, and even transient ischemic attacks. For seniors, this risk is magnified because aging cardiovascular systems are less able to quickly compensate for sudden blood pressure changes. Your baroreceptors, the sensors that detect blood pressure changes and trigger compensatory responses, become less sensitive with age, meaning your body can't react quickly enough to dangerous blood pressure drops. The bathroom environment also compounds these risks. Hot, humid conditions from shower steam can further lower blood pressure, while the enclosed space increases fall risk if you become dizzy. Many serious injuries in seniors occur in bathrooms, often due to circulation-related dizziness. Hot morning showers can also trigger dangerous heart rhythm abnormalities in seniors with underlying cardiovascular conditions. The combination of heat, stress, and blood pressure changes can strain your heart's electrical system, potentially triggering life-threatening arrhythmias. Getting out of bed too quickly, the stroke trigger. Getting out of bed too quickly tops our list as the most dangerous morning circulation mistake because it can literally trigger strokes, falls, and life-threatening cardiovascular events. This seemingly innocent habit exploits the most vulnerable aspect of senior cardiovascular physiology, your body's decreased ability to rapidly adjust blood pressure when changing positions. When you sleep, your blood pressure naturally drops to its lowest levels of the day. Your heart rate slows, and your cardiovascular system essentially shifts into maintenance mode. Upon waking, your body needs time to gradually transition back to upright circulation. But standing up suddenly doesn't give your system this crucial adjustment period. The medical term for this is orthostatic hypotension, a dangerous drop in blood pressure that occurs when changing from lying to standing. Research published in Mayo Clinic proceedings found that older adults often have impaired barrel reflexes, making rapid postural changes particularly risky and potentially life-threatening. When you get up too quickly, gravity immediately pulls blood toward your legs, reducing the amount available for your brain and vital organs. In younger people, specialized sensors called baroreceptors quickly detect this change and trigger compensatory responses: increased heart rate, blood vessel constriction, and hormonal adjustments that restore proper blood pressure within seconds. But in seniors, these baroreflexes are significantly impaired. Your sensors don't detect pressure changes as quickly, your heart can't speed up as efficiently, and your blood vessels can't constrict as rapidly. This means when you stand up suddenly, your brain and organs experience dangerous periods of inadequate blood flow. The consequences can be immediate and severe. Orthostatic hypotension causes dizziness, lightheadedness, and visual disturbances that dramatically increase fall risk. More concerning are the mini-strokes or transient ischemic attacks that can occur when brain blood flow drops too low. Many seniors experience morning dizziness but don't connect it to how quickly they're getting out of bed. They often attribute these symptoms to age or medications, not realizing they're causing dangerous circulation problems with their morning routine. The risk is even higher for seniors taking blood pressure medications, diuretics, or other drugs that affect cardiovascular function. These medications can compound the natural morning blood pressure drop, making rapid position changes even more dangerous. These 5 morning circulation mistakes are quietly destroying senior health every single day. Getting out of bed too quickly can trigger strokes and dangerous falls through orthostatic hypotension. Hot showers immediately after waking cause blood pressure drops that reduce brain blood flow. Skipping breakfast or eating high-sugar meals damages blood vessels and impairs circulation. Not drinking water first thing creates thick blood that strains your cardiovascular system. And sitting immediately after waking causes dangerous blood pooling and increases clot risk. Your aging cardiovascular system needs gentle, gradual transitions and supportive habits to maintain healthy circulation throughout the day. Protecting your circulation isn't complicated, but it requires understanding how your aging body works differently than it did decades ago. Simple changes, like sitting on the edge of your bed before standing, drinking water upon waking, eating circulation-supporting breakfasts, taking cooler showers, and incorporating gentle morning movement can dramatically improve your cardiovascular health. Your circulation affects everything: your energy levels, mental clarity, muscle strength, and overall independence. Every morning is an opportunity to either support your cardiovascular system or inadvertently damage it through habits that seemed harmless when you were younger. Don't let decades of good health be undermined by morning mistakes that are completely preventable. Your cardiovascular system has carried you through decades of life and deserves the gentle care and understanding that comes with age. Take control of your morning routine and give your circulation the support it needs. Your heart, brain, and entire body will thank you for making these life-protecting changes.